Welcome to SVG-TV News and Sports for Wednesday, February 5th, 2014. I am Jennifer Richardson with the details. A draft special declaration on reparations presented at the second summit of the Community of Latin American and Caribbean States, CELAC, failed to get the backing of all representatives. Speaking at a recent press conference, Prime Minister Dr. Rav Gonsalves, who has been championing the call for reparations in the region, said there were disagreements on the phrasing of a sentence within the draft. Prime Minister Gonsalves said the issue was brought to light by head of the local reparations committee, Jomo Thomas, and he decided that the document was better left undone.
It was identifying just and effective means to provide reparations for the impact of those serious violations of human rights that in some cases may be crimes against humanity to which they are morally obliged. Well, genocide and slavery can't in some cases may be crimes. So I put the amendment to the Cuban foreign minister. They did some canvassing and there were one or two members who couldn't agree to the change of language. So I told them that I would rather not have a declaration than to have a declaration unworthy of the moment of this issue.
In an interview with SVG-TV, Jomo Thomas said although the resolution didn't carry, their work towards reparations will continue.
All we were hoping is that at a broader conference, CELAC, Latin American, Conference on Latin America and the Caribbean, that if that body had passed that resolution, it would have widened the scope of people lending the authoritative voice to the issue of reparations. It's not that many people in the room did not want to support reparations, but some people didn't thought that it's not the best thing to say that transatlantic slave trade and slavery were crimes against humanity.
And on a more personal note, Senator Jomo Thomas believes his multifaceted nature will make him a great addition on the government side in Parliament as a minister. Thomas was asked by SVG-TV News which ministry he feels he would be best suited for. In his response, he highlighted that the decision will be left up to Prime Minister Dr. Rav Gonsalves. However, he believes that his experience and qualification in a host of areas will make him suitable for any position granted.
A very able person. I think that I'm well trained. I have a first degree in journalism and political science. I have a master's degree in public policy, political economy and international relations. I have a law degree. I think I have a lot of training. I can be used in a multiplicity of ways. But all I want to do, and one of the prime reasons why I decided to come back to St. Vincent after spending 21 years in North America, is to be able to contribute to the development of my country.
With talks of ongoing political discrimination here with the distribution of disaster relief supplies, Prime Minister Dr. Rav Gonsalves has made it clear that he takes these charges very seriously. The claims were brought forward by the leadership of the opposition New Democratic Party leader Annie Eustace and other persons. However, at a media conference on Monday, PM Gonsalves vehemently denied the allegations and said in the case of two specific reports, he is certain the persons were not politically discriminated against.
Because if anybody discriminates against a person on the grounds of politics, they will hear the length of my tongue. Because people know that I do not function like that. And Oscar Allen knows me too, and Ronnie Daniel. And they must be more circumspect with facts and just don't take loose talk.
Gonsalves noted that his government looks at the well-being of each citizen and not at their political affiliation.
I don't go and inquire into people's politics and the way this thing is set up. That's not the way it's done. People mustn't judge me on some of their own standards.
The St. Vincent and the Grenadines Teachers Union has named its candidates for its upcoming elections scheduled for February 19th and 20th. According to a media release by the SVGTU, the candidates were finalized by the union's election committee following the closure of nominations on January 31, 2014. Vying for the top posts are Sheldon Govaya and Rilla Board for first vice president, Kent Kane and Hugh Wiley for second vice president. No one has been named to come up against the union's current president, Oswald Robinson. Other posts up for grabs are General Secretary, Assistant General Secretary, Public Relations Officer, Treasurer, and committee members. Ten additional councillors from abroad will be visiting SVG soon to provide service to persons affected by the December 24th disaster. According to Prime Minister Dr. Rav Gonsalves, the councillors will be sourced from a university in Washington by the Seventh-day Adventist Church here. He noted that the 10 experienced councillors will work with the persons in the school system.
As you know, we have 60 councillors in our school system. There are about 10 in the Ministry of Health, 2 or 3 or thereabouts inside social development. And those councillors have been working, 20 of them have been advised to the school system under the aegis of professionals in the Ministry of Health too. But it's always good to get persons with other experiences to be brought to bear to help people in this period of their pain and suffering and for their recovery.